everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Robin Zimmerman. Pete Nardi has joined us. As you know, he is with the Hilton Head Public Service District, and we have some long-range, generational, great projects that are going on with you all that will really improve the quality of our water, the storage of our water, and so very exciting.
It is. It is kind of, that's a good word to use, generational. I think we're in sort of a generational moment here with what we're doing with water supply. The PSD, you know, we're very groundwater based, and the best source we've got is actually our brackish groundwater. In our case, about 600 feet deep is where our wells hit that brackish part of the groundwater aquifer.
Right.
So we treat it using reverse osmosis treatment, RO. We've been doing that since '07. We're now in the throes of doing some projects that will expand the capacity of this reverse osmosis plant we have. It's up on Jenkins Island across from Windmill Harbor.
Right.
Right now it can do 4 million gallons a day of treated drinking. We're going to take it to 6. That 6 million gallons a day is important. That is about our average day demand for drinking water for Hilton Head PSD.
Okay, is that the first big project, or is it in conjunction with the others?
Yep, so it's in conjunction with a couple well projects as well. So we have to build a 4th production well to feed the plant. Okay. So a 4th well will go down into the brackish part of the aquifer there to get us the raw water that you're going to run through the reverse osmosis plant to increase its capacity. Another nice thing that's going on at the RO plant with this project is the addition of an emergency generator. Okay. We get into a hurricane situation. Yep, we'll be able to power up a portion of the plant to get the capacity moving out of the plant. But we're coupling that also with a second one of these aquifer storage and recovery wells. Okay. I know you love these ones, Rob.
I know. All very important.
Yep. Yep. Great technique we do here on the island where we actually take treated drinking water, we use a well to inject and store the treated drinking water in the brackish part of the aquifer itself. So we use the aquifer as the storage zone of the treated drinking water. It's a capacity that you cannot build above ground. Using this well, we can store 260 million gallons of treated drinking water down in the aquifer.
So we don't have to have the big,
that's right.
I'm thinking those big towers.
Yep. If you see a water tower, you know, golf ball tower, we'd call it, that's maybe only holding about 300,000 gallons of water.
Okay.
Even when you see a ground storage tank, you know, the oval-shaped concrete ground storage tank above ground, that's only holding about 2 million gallons of water. Wow. So this ability to store that type of supply is huge for a place like us, again, with disaster recovery, hurricane recovery, because it gives us capacity that we can turn on, repressurize our system, speed recovery from these disasters we face.
So let me ask you a kind of a very basic question about drinking water. When you say osmosis and treating the brackish water, what do you use to treat that water to make it drinkable? Yeah,
great question. It is really just the filtration. The RO, it's a membrane, you call it a membrane. It's basically tightly wound nylon. And you're just taking that
the salt out.
Yep, you're taking the higher concentration of the minerals and salts, pushing it through the membrane, and you get the lower concentration on the other end.
Okay.
Really was a system developed. It was developed starting like in the late 40s, early 50s. But the U.S. Navy really pioneered a lot of it. It's how they would do water, like on carriers and things like that.
Yes.
It just became more affordable to use in these municipal settings like we have. And we're fortunate here. We don't have to use the really energy-intensive seawater for our source. We've got this brackish groundwater available to us. So it's a less concentration of salt to begin with, and that means less energy involved, less cost involved in the treatment.
Okay, Pete, we've got about 30 seconds left. Funding, just very quickly, this is important.
Yep. So $10 million grant from the state of South Carolina Infrastructure Improvement Program, it's called. We've also got some money from Beaufort County, and then we're going to use the PSD's tax rate to leverage the rest of it. That was part of the grant program. The state wanted to see that local investment. We've got a good story to tell with that. We'll put it all together.
Very good. Pete Nardi, thank you for being with us on Talk of the Town. Pete Nardi, who is the general manager of the Hilton Head Public Service District.